morning to all traders and welcome to this Tuesday's Market Insights video provided to you by Orbex. It is the 18th of February today and we're going to explore a few minor pairs. We're going to see the Aussie yen, the dollar against the Chinese yuan, and also we're going to speak a little bit about the euro against the pound. Now, yesterday there was a holiday in the US, of course, President's Day. We didn't have much influence in the markets apart from technicals, but the thing is that later in the night, tech giant Apple announcing that they won't meet their revenue projections because of the coronavirus outbreak. Now, this has, of course, increased safe haven flows into the yen. Yen is strengthening. Risk on assets as particularly, let's say, the Aussie as well as the Kiwi are falling. And that's what makes the Aussie yen interesting, as well as, of course, the dollar and against this Chinese yuan because of further stimulus from the Chinese government. Starting off with Aussie and against the yen. Last time we spoke about it, I think it's been a couple of weeks, maybe even longer. We talked about this potentially being an impulsive move to the downside. I mean, it could even be an A, B, and a C. Whatever the case, we're still expecting that to move further lower. Now, we've had waves 1, 2, and it looks like wave 3 is done at the 138.2 extension, which is very possible. The current move looks corrective. It's either going to be an A, B, C, and we are starting now 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and we want the fifth wave actually is likely to end anywhere between the previous low and even below 70 to create a false break, actually, and that would be minor wave 1, okay? Or we could get a multi-degree downside over here with waves 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then we're going to see another A, B, C, and 5 to complete the minute wave over here. Okay, with wave 1 ending again to similar lows. Okay, that doesn't change. Now we are seeing some bearish signals on the MACD, and that's why I'm leaning towards a short-term bearish opportunity over here. We should be looking at 71.35, and then of course the level below 70. Now, of course, the other scenario is that this is still wave 1, let's say, or A, okay, and we're still correcting over here, okay, which means this wave here is an ABC, that will be a W, then we're going to see an ABC pattern here with, I mean, okay, this looks like an ABC already, to be honest, but because this is corrective, it could be an A, B, and a C. That would complete wave X, and then another move to the upside would complete wave W, and that would be wave 2 in the intermediate degree. Dollar against the this one, if you remember, we talked about last week. I was looking at this as the end of this triple zigzag correction, okay, and that's still the case for me. Now I'm looking at this as minor 1, okay, over here, which means this is minor 2, and likely you're going to see prices moving higher. Now the question is when? Well, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we've had this move up to the upside, completing at 7025. And now I see this move to the downside still as a correction, okay? Because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, B and C. This is an A, B, C, and I see this as a W. We're going to get another upside move potentially to 701, 7017 or so to complete wave X. And then from there, we're going to get another ABC to complete wave Y, and then start moving to the upside. Now, this is because I see no clear signs of an impulsive move to the upside from the MACD in momentum, right? So I believe this is going to be a complex correction WXY. So we've got potentially a flat here, ABC, ABC, and then we're going to get a 5 moves to the downside to complete this move. From here, of course, we are the potential to the upside is quite generous. Now, the last pair I want to talk about is the euro against the pound. Euro pound is a bit more tricky, to be honest. We've talked about that for a while now. We talked about even that move to the downside over here. We're talking potentially this being 3, 4, would turn a triangle and then a 5. Now the triangle, of course, as you can see, this is just an ABC. So potentially we've had wave 4 ending here, right? Which means now we're moving impulsively, 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to see another move to the downside to complete the minor wave 5, as supported, of course, by the MACD. And from here, once we get the false break, we can start looking for prices to move higher, okay? To, of course, correct to wave B and then move lower. Now, the other scenario, of course, would be that this is already done, right, and dusted with an A, B, and a C, since we've actually done the previous 4 breakout anyway, which means it means that this is wave 1, okay, over here. Then this is wave 2, and we're gonna go for wave 3 very, very shortly. That sees upsides on the pair, but I don't personally see much of an upside over here. This signal is quite weak. In the long term, we could see, I mean, it's a good signal to consider buying, but I mean, we wouldn't know whether it is for a B or for a 3, okay? But I believe since we broke below this descending channel and we had a retest, we're gonna see now a false break, and from here, can start looking for prices to move higher, either in an ABC or in an impulsive structure that is going to be wave 3, and then we're going to see 4 and 5.